My name is Mariusz Pudzianowski, and welcome back to Jackass Blade. Why did I say Blade? A rogue trader, but yeah, hello, good evening, hello. uh, uh, oh, Jesus Christ, sorry for coughing into the microphone. Just throat right now, just not really wanting to, but it's okay. It is okay. The throat will get better. But yeah, we are back with Pudzian action because you haven't had Pudzian action in a while, and yeah, I mean, I was thinking of actually just straight up streaming Mafia 1, but I would have to download that. I don't want to download the original game. I want to play. I want to download the definitive edition, which I'm assuming plays better. I think I'm just gonna actually play the Mafia games just like that, just because I'm in a Mafia mood right now. And then you might be wondering, well, Ivan, didn't you have a vote? Didn't you have a poll on your server exclamation mark Discord? Um, did you have a like a poll going on your Discord server about what games you want to play? Yes, but I did also say on stream that that poll was mainly just a suggestion to show what people are interested in, and then I would, well, base my interests around them. I mean, what I'm currently seeing is we're gonna be playing what's the game called? Use a single melee attacks cause chain lightning. Oh, this is huge on Pudzian. I need 57 for that. I can afford that, but I need level 14 reputation. Mechanicus creations. Do I have holy gifts or heretic trophy? I do have heretic trophies and holy gifts. Okay, just need a tiny bit more. I have more holy gifts. There we go. Give me that carapace. I mean, who am I gonna give that rifle to? You know, I don't know, not like it matters who I give it to. This is, oh yeah, the Herald Servo Skull, fuck that thing. Mariusz Pudzianowski is coming. Hunting rifle. That I shot fire by his rifle, there's an additional 5 base damage per enemy size class. Wait, wouldn't this be kind of good on you? Oh, you can't use it. Must not have feature. Oh, okay, she can't use it because it's... I mean, she can use it. The toxin. Deadeye shots by this rifle, the additional 5 damage per size class. I mean, technically better. But, I mean, this is a needle rifle, and this is gonna give the damage over time things that I do like, so... Third chainsaw, I should probably give her some melee stuff, but for what? A power axe. Yeah, it's one-handed. Why do the axes have to be one-handed? Add to cargo. Add to cargo. I'm not gonna add that to cargo. Singing spear. 200 melee weapon. The weight of the staff gains the coastline ability. Oh, I don't have anyone like that. Cargo. Not getting rid of that. Cargo. Cargo. When hit by this weapon, all melee attacks against the target gain plus 10% critical hit chance for 2 turns. That would actually be really good for Pudzian. Oh yeah, she does have the unstable flamer. The issue is, it goes down to 2 range, but it's a really good flamer pistol. Like, this flamer pistol is really, really good, because it buffs Pudzian. It even deals more damage. Flame weapons have 2 special area attacks with different areas of effects. Yeah, and it also burns Argenta herself. And I don't have another pistol. I mean, it'll... Yeah, sure, give her a power axe. Not like she's gonna be using it, but at least she's gonna be able to parry a tiny bit. The melter gun. I think Abelard was the only one who can use a melter gun, but it's a two-handed melter gun, so no reason to use that. Do I have anyone who would be interested in the melter gun? He would be. Sure, you get to use the melter gun. Hunting rifle, cargo, 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 Sinskin, cargo. This one was good, but I couldn't really use it, so cargo, 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 carcom, cargo. Supposedly really good, but I'm not really using it. So technical advantage. The game +1 resolve until the end of combat. And these I think I'm just gonna keep for now. Never to use run and gun. Yeah, who knows? Maybe I'm gonna be using these at one point. Maybe. Who knows? I probably will never use them. But, you know, it can't hurt to have it ready just in case. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, I mean, Pudzian has what he needs. There's just one thing I wish to do. Because Pudzian is gonna get augmented. Oh, so either drugs don't affect him. The user's armor cannot never be more than 70% and deflection more than 7. How high is his deflection right now? 5 and armor? I mean, it's currently like that. So I don't see the issue on putting that on him. But he is the only one using, I mean, So the user's single melee attacks could chain lightning, dealing 22 shock damage to up to 7 targets. Toughness. Okay, so this is based off of toughness. So yeah, this is actually good. So Pudzian now has... Yeah, he... And who do I give this to? Using combat simulator doesn't affect negative effects. Whenever the user grants an ally an extra turn, any stimulants used by that ally during this extra turn do not inflict negative effects. Nah, I don't really see many things here. He doesn't really use any. Traumas don't really happen that much. Uses... It's 15 dodge and parry? No, I can't do that. Jump maneuver. When there's a 10% chance the user falls prone, deals 10 shock damage adjacent with 20% of all adjacent creatures. And... Oh, it depends on the Ferrum Sanctum stacks, okay. I mean... Anything for Argenta, maybe? No. The user move during the turn for every 10 points of the perception bonus. One tactical simulacrum appears in a random cell adjacent to the current position. Tactical simulacrum is wounds equal to 1. It cannot dodge, parry, or to take cover. Enemy destroys the tactical simulacrum suffers 3 stacks of exploit. I mean, technically good on Lysandra. But she doesn't really move all that much, so... Don't really see a reason to insert that into him. What is this down here again? Is this like recycling? Set this augment in order to galvanize. Huh? Galvanized. Okay. Don't know what I just did, but I galvanized it. So I can't say I remember what like I had to do last time. It's been a while since I played, but I do see Yearlet here, so we should probably talk with her. Yearlet's life form stands frozen in an unnatural pose amid the blinking lumens and dancing shadows of the bridge. Her hands are clasped together strangely, and her eyes are tightly closed. Her chest is utterly still, as if she is not breathing at all. Are you alright? Your words are met with deafening silence, but the flicker of Eurilitz's eyes beneath her closed lids, you know that she's still alive, at least. Have I done anything to offend you? For the first time, Eurith takes a deep breath in through her nose, and barely audibly exhales. Her body remains as relaxed as ever, and her eyes are still closed. Your presence does not seem to be in any way distracting for her. I hope your condition is not a symptom of some kind of xenomalady. Ulysses' face remains impassive, almost serene. The only movement comes from her hands, which intertwine smoothly, forming a new, intricate gesture. She still does not hear your words, or is choosing to ignore them. No matter how hard you try to get Ulysses' attention, there is no change in her posture, facial expression, or barely their breathing. The only movement comes from her narrow fingers, fluidly moving from one strange gesture to another. Recite a poem of your own devising, even though Xena's kind of thing was such shallow advice. Yielded, I'm truly worried that these blinks so let me know you're alright. You notice a subtle change in Yurlitz's appearance. The shadows on her face have deepened, and her breathing has become heavier. However, she's still in a state you do not understand, and it seems she is not going to respond to you. Yurlit, if you don't wake up right now, I'll have to shake you awake. I mean it.
By the light of the stars, monkey. You are more bothersome than the harrying swarms of bloodsuckers in the Lilithan's forests. Speak. What do you want?
Could you not have answered me immediately?
If I could have, do you think I would have abided your irrational behavior?
We have pressing matters to discuss, Jesus. The ancient blasphemous things that started happening during the first war voyage with you on board the crew, whispering that you may be a reason. Is this true? Footfall is a buzz with rumors of Xenos ravaging the sector. Do you think it could be akin from Krudarok?
Is that snake venom seeping from your lips? We, the children of Azurian, are no strangers to the art of war. We are not raiders, or butchers, or least of all, fools. When a craft world is beset by calamity, its inhabitants do not start a war with every monkey in the sector. If you are looking for enemies, look for them elsewhere.
What happened to your whole world?
It is a mystery as inscrutable as the sigh of the last immortal, as deep as the waters of a dark ocean. And I can tell you little, for I was far away, on a mission with my unit. We returned at the appointed hour, but we did not find Krudarok in its celestial harbor. It happened many journeys ago, or standard years, as you say.
Don't say standard
But
years.
I remember that moment as if it happened this very day. The memory of a loss is always stronger than the memory of a gain, especially when you lose something as significant as a home, or an entire world. We searched, we called out, we looked everywhere, but we saw only emptiness and the echo of calamity. Countless days passed before I found myself on the Lilithan and met some of my kin. Those refugees who had barely managed to reach our ancestral planet. Their stories were far from being the fruit of truth I so badly craved. Those who agreed to talk to me were few, for most saw me as a wayward daughter who had spurned the honorable paths. And they would not stop babbling about the terrible disease that spread black tendrils of pain over the paths of the Infinity Circuit and deadened our world one segment after another. The ones who survived fled in fear and wandered between the stars, until the Lilithan's warm light reached out to some of them.
So far this sounds very much like Drukari.
Some, like Muaran, lay the blame entirely on Monkey. However, I do not know the truth, but I hope, I desperately hope and pray to the gods that someday it will be revealed to me.
What is an Infinity Circuit?
Is idle curiosity a defining feature of the Monkey? Or are you trying to learn about the weaknesses of my people so you can destroy another world of the children of Asurion?
What? No.
Forgive me, Elentark, but I am not ready to immerse you in the font of my people's deepest mysteries.
Sorry. Well, Ildar gave these crystals, spirit stones. I want to know what they are.
You are talking about something you cannot comprehend, Elantark. Waystones are not mere trinkets worn by my people. They are something greater. From birth until the last breath, the Spirit Stone belongs only to its owner, serving as an ever-present reminder that we are mortal. For it is the first refuge of the mind and the last refuge of the soul, which Cylon Thresh is so eager to devour. The souls of the children of Asurion move into the stones after death, and then they become a part of the Infinity Circuit on a craft world, so they can serve their people even when the body is gone. There is no crime more despicable than harming a Waystone and dooming the immortal soul of a child of Asurion to an eternity of torment in the maw of she who thirsts. We need Waystones as desperately as darkness needs starlight, and Monkey need air. And so we are bound to wander the galaxy in search of the old worlds that might give another craft world hope for existence. Each monkey's heart is one of your lives. Each Waystone is the preserved soul of a child of Asurion.
What was your word like before it fell?
Kruderok cannot be described in your language. It can only be sung.
So it can be said in my...
Encased in a filigree of sounds, a melody as complex and delicate as the Infinity Circuit, its energy network. It can be seen in the golden hues of sunlight, felt in the breath of celestial winds. Though it was an artificial world, it was just as alive as any real planet. But I must see clearly, not only light, but also shadows. I yearn to remember only Kruderok's beauty, but it had a dark side too.
Yeah, the
My
one not
world
shined
was
on by the
isolated for
sun.
too long. Like a lake of stagnant water, there was no movement or renewal, and even the sweetest outbursts of life soon turned fetid. Who knows? Who knows? Had there been no stagnation, had our elders not been so blind in their dogmatism and our youths not lacking in courage, then perhaps Kruderok would still be alive even now?
How do your craftworks even world?
Is idle curiosity a defining feature
Okay, what
of
can you
the
tell me about the
monkey?
history of the Eldari?
I am afraid your life is too fleeting, and your memory too feeble to encompass the entirety of my knowledge. My people ruled the stars when yours did not even have a name. But many of our songs and stories were lost, stolen by she who thirsts. I can tell you the children of Asurion lived, created, caressed the stars as if they were pearls on a string, until Cylon Thresh smothered our empire in her terrifying embrace. Different branches of the Eldari chose different paths to salvation. My ancestors chose an eternal journey through the starry void, living on craft worlds instead of real planets. We rescued countless wonders from the days before, but far from all. You saw this on the Lilithon. Not even we can always master the gates our ancient ones built. This is the story of the Azuriani. There are branches that chose a different path, gruesome and frightening. But I do not wish to tell you about them. That is our dark side, just as your kin have many dark sides of their own.
You keep mentioning She Who Thirsts, but can you tell me about her?
Why ask this question? Is it idle curiosity, or something else? Do not turn your thoughts towards Cylon Thresh, whatever your motive. She is downfall. She is hunger. She is the enemy of all that is good in the universe. She is an enemy to the Eldari, and I hope to you as well.
Yevlet stresses the last words, looking at you inquisitively. The Chaos Gods are the enemies of the Imperium, which means they are my enemies. You can be sure of that.
We are as different as starlight and its reflection in a muddy puddle. But we share a common enemy. Constancy is our strength.
I learned what I wanted to know. Thanks.
As you wish, Elantark.
Allow me to ask you a few personal questions.
What do you wish to talk about?
Tell me about yourself. Who were you before you came to Yanis?
I followed my path. Do you know what a path is to the children of Asurian? It is more than a chosen, what do you call it, craft. The path is how each of us moves through the labyrinth of existence, inside and out, in life and in spirit. It is both a journey and a fortress. It protects us from she who thirsts. To stray from the path is to fall into her dark embrace. The first path I walked was the path of awakening. It granted me the ability not merely to look, but to see, and to take notice of what I saw. My second path could have been that of a warrior, but I chose differently. For the ability to see called me beyond the boundaries of my homeworld. Though not everyone was pleased by this decision, I stepped onto the path of the outcast. I gained the freedom to choose, to question, to doubt where the others merely bow before the wisdom of a farseer who dictates the will of destiny. And I will follow my path until I reach its pinnacle.
What is it like for you being on my ship?
It feels like I am in the belly of a bird with steel wings. Cold and unliving, but stubbornly blazing through the dark. It lacks life with its light and beauty, but although your vessel cannot even remotely be compared to a craft world, I feel strangely satisfied. We, the Asuriani, are born and dwell on craft worlds. To find myself on a moving world again, even one such as yours, is a source of much joy.
Yay, thank you.
The words of truth sound like music. This is what our people say.
What do you think is happening on Yanis right now?
The Lilithon is purifying herself of the corruption brought by the servants of Cylon Thrash. Gardens and birds, animals and people. Many are gone forever, and even more are corrupted beyond healing. But the Lilithon is stronger. This world will live. Under the watchful eye of my kin, the Lilithon could have regained her freedom, perhaps even awoken from her centuries of slumber. Could have. But now we will never know.
Why are you agreeing to join me? It's not strange for an Eldar to be following a human.
The outcasts my path led me to is saying.
Sorry.
Let me translate it for you. If you fall off a cliff, grab the roots and do not ask if they belong to a weed or a noble rosebush. You are the root I grabbed, Elantark.
Ow, my dick.
Because I fell off a cliff. My homeworld is gone. My kin are either dead or hiding no one knows where. By joining forces with you, I may be able to nurture a seedling of the truth I so deeply yearn for.
Tell me about your kin and your homeworld.
I refuse to discuss this with a monkey.
Unless you're unworthy? Nods, okay. The ancient blessings things started happening during the first war wave with you on board the Grove. I figured you might be the reason. Is this true?
The minions of She Who Thirsts could sense my soul behind the thick walls and thin veil that separate your fragile lives from the roiling fury outside. A child of Asurian that dared to wander beyond the veil, within the reach of an outstretched claw, protected only by the barrier of unreliable monkey technology. It is too tempting a quarry for the monsters that serve Cylon Thrash. Our ships never venture beyond the veil, and I never traveled the way you do, monkey. Elantark, I admit this was a novel experience. I lost composure, let dismay into my heart, and almost strayed from the path. This moment of hesitation drew the attention of she who thirsts. But I summoned my will and used the knowledge of meditation to achieve balance and hide my soul behind an impenetrable wall of resolve. Future journeys beyond the veil will still be difficult, but I will steel my heart.
Heartsteel, League
And
of
not let the
Legends.
hounds of Cylon Thresh pick up my scent ever again.
Alright, well, I must take my leave. Oh, you're not even gonna say bye? Okay. I love you too. I love you too. You whore. You fucking whore. Bring Heinrichs to Kiavagama. Do I have to? Do I have to? Oh, yeah, this is where I have to go. I mean, if I just go this way, then this way, it's safe. Chart new routes? Where to? I haven't even explored Granak yet. Huh, thought I did explore the system already. Oh, Captain, according to telemetry, we're in the system of Kiamagama, the main industrial world of the Von Valencius dynasty. However, our Astrahab support that attempt to contact Governor Gaprak have been unsuccessful. But wait! The Voxmaster signed for a few seconds. Lord Captain, a new report. Kiamagama is sending a request to exchange data. Should we accept it? Accept it, sure. As you command, Lord Captain. The Voxmaster switches to a nearby comm channel to relay your instructions to the crew. For several minutes, nothing happens. Suddenly, a deafening screech erupts from the bridge's Vox system. You hear violent tirades of garbled binary code like the low chuckles of machinery. Lord Captain, interference detected in the compartments. This Vox system. Looks like the bridge is cut off from the rest of the void ship. What? The wood ship's bridge, sound of working cargotators and officers' footsteps. The everyday scene is interrupted by an ear-splitting beeping sound, followed by lumens going out. In the dim glow of candles and emergency lights, one of the officers in frame cries out, another falls to her knees, clutching her head. Over the beeping of voxes, shouts can only just be heard. What's going on? The doors are locked. We've lost contact with our compartments. One of the bridge officers turns to the throne. Lord Captain, the Vox stations are malfunctioning and overloading the systems. None of our outgoing transmissions are getting through. The incoming ones that do make it are distorted beyond interpretation. Lord Captain gives the order. The 7 incoming was suspension at all costs. Continue sending orders from the bridge and request status updates from the other compartments. Give me updates from the others. The officer salutes and hurries over to the bridge Vox system, to the Vox Master, who is leaning over his station. Moments later, a cry of surprise. Lord Captain, our transmission is being distorted as we speak. Depressurize the lower bay. Execute the depths of the machine core. Disable the life support systems. If even one command got out. Stop the transition process at any cost. Assign officers to our control systems. Execute manual transmission override. Yeah. The rogue trader gathers the senior officers and assigns each one of them to their ship's control systems. One monitors the comm line, another prepares written orders. The Vox Masters' unit set up an internal communication system via comm beads. The crew's efforts are expedient and well coordinated, and within moments the Silver Skulls carrying instructions of the Lord Captain are diving into the ventilation shaft and vanishing into the gloom. Scrap code. The voice belongs to the on-deck engine seer who has turned to the Lord Captain from his station. We have been attacked with scrap code, a tech heresy designed to corrupt machines. The transmission received from the planet was infected with this taint and is now running through the ship's veins. O Messiah, preserve us. The void-born officer appears before the Lord Captain once more. Whatever it is that's attacking us, we now have a backup procedure that can circumvent the Vox barrier. In the atrium leading to the bridge, there's a terminal for an isolated system. It might still be unaffected. A loud pop. The pipes over the officers' heads burst, and a blast of hot air flings the Voidborn away from the Lord Captain, his body slamming straight through a cogitator panel. The picked frame spins uncontrollably. The server skull was jolted by the gust. The picked recorder fogs over, the Vox picking up the crackling of electricity and a death cry. Gas on the bridge! A junior attendant shouts and instantly doubles over, inhaling the poisoned air. Gives the order to evacuate immediately. Yeah, this... The rogue trader personally oversees the evacuation. Bring the plasma cutters. Get the wounded to the exit. The officer repeats his orders. When the silver skull following the rogue trader reaches the doors, they fall to the plasma cutters and crumble outward. The rogue trader is the last to leave the bridge. Leaning on a support beam, the rogue trader takes several deep breaths, trying to flush his lungs with air. Then he straightens, smooths his uniform, and heads towards a goal known only to him. The silver skull follows. The atrium is in a state of panic. Silhouettes skitter about in the dark hall, illuminated only by the flickering of emergency lumens. Curt orders and someone's as feverish words of prayer can be heard. Having lost all communication, the beheaded ship is writhing in agony. It takes a while for the Lord Captain to find the cogitator mentioned by the fallen officer. The panel of the isolated terminal is riddled with cracks and bloodstains, and on the floor by the terminal, a tech priest is lying in a heap with his head smashed and technical liquids mixed with blood oozing out of his pores. The Lord Captain decides to take his chances to restore the terminal. The rogue trader rips the power key of the tech priest's mechadendrite and opens the cover on the terminal. Sparks fly into his face, but he's confident in his manipulation of the tangled wires and clanging levers. After replacing the cover and ensuring that the system is restored, the Lord Captain brings up the required data on the screens. The most problematic situation is on the middle decks, which have been left without any instructions on the bridge since the disaster began. Due to the power supply failures, the bay has been completely cut off from the life support systems. The people, surrounded by darkness, are panicking, and their oxygen supply will last another half an hour at most. The Lord Captain knows where help is needed most. He decides to have us to think about it where the situation is critical. Head to the middle decks myself. Gathering a group of technomats and workers with plasma cutters along the way, the Lord Captain reaches the middle decks. Armored doors separate thousands of people from the rest of the ship, people who have been robbed of light, communication, and oxygen. A wave of the rake towards his hand, and the cutter gets to work. 10 minutes later, sheets of metal come down with a crash, and a stream of haggard-looking people pours out of the death trap into the passageways, praising the throne, the Lord Captain, and all that is holy. Back to the bridge. The walk to the bridge is uneventful. The crisis has passed. Although wounded and crippled, the ship nevertheless is returning to its normal operation. Life on the bridge is as bustling as ever. Even though the people are surrounded by destruction, the senior officers have the situation under control, and the people have been organized. The emergency crew have already finished repairing the pipes, the technomats are setting up cogitators and consoles, and the healers are bagging up what few corpses there are and examining the wounded. By the comm station, the rogue trader runs into the Voxmaster. Praise the Emperor, you're in one piece, Lord Captain. The situation on board is satisfactory. I was just in the middle of setting up comm channel. Soon all the Voxcasters will be fully operational. Another man appears in the pict frame, a junior officer, completely out of breath, carrying a heap of scrolls. The Voxmaster nods at him. Here are the reports, Lord Captain. If you find yourself able to return to your station, I can immediately give you a rundown of the state of the affairs on the ship. Captain! The Voxmaster voice is quivering with exhaustion. The situation has been brought under control, more or less. It will take some time to eliminate the consequences of the attack completely, but the vessel is capable of motion. We may even be able to conduct a warp jump if you feel like we should leave the system. Allow me to bring you back up to date. Fortunately, the bridge suffered only minor losses. The reports mention only a few casualties that have already been replaced. Gamma went silent after transmitting the harmful signal. I will refrain from sending inquiries to the industrial world to avoid a second attack. I'm afraid we have exhausted our options for remote analysis. More information can only be obtained by closing the distance or even sending an away party to the planet's surface. The Vox clicks as Heinrich joins the channel. The time has come to remind you about our agreement, Mariusz Pudzianowski. I must be present in your entourage during the expedition to Gamma. I'm counting on your cooperation. The crew is awaiting further instructions, Lord Captain. Yeah, I sadly have to have this wank stain with me. God, I hate you. I hate you. Sure, I don't know. Agility. Whatever. The hymns of hatred. Yeah, sure. And then this one, I guess. And then, I don't know. Vanguard. Do I even need another tank? No, I don't. Arch Militant. No, Assassin. Overseer. Fine, just do this then. Wall of Rockery, Sounds of Heroes, Formable Distraction, yeah sure, yeah sure. More fellowship. Yes, more fellowship. Pudzian beacon. Actually, maybe overseer instead. Assassin. No. Archmilitant executioner. Overseer. Archmilitant. You know what, overseer. Oh, you can only have a raven. Okay, never mind. Assassin, I guess. Yeah, sure. Death Whisper, like, I don't care about this guy. I can't pretend to care about him. Sure. Athletics, Elusive Shadow, Create an Opening, Agility, Edge of Dawn, Enable of Veneration, Perception, more athletics, yes, Psalms of Heroes, Perfect Opening. I really can't pretend to give a fuck about him. There. Wow. I hope you're happy that you are making me waste all my resources onto you. In ascending order. Why was it the other way around? Yeah, you are also a psyker at the end of the day. Oh, I really wish you weren't. Sure, this one. It's a two-handed weapon, right? Yeah, I don't know. What do I give you? Enemy's perception. Yeah, sure. Wear this. Let's just do all attacks of opportunity and additional 6 damage. There's this one. Sure, wear these. Immune to burning. Yeah, the versatility. I mean, he does use psychic powers. Horrors of the Warp. Toughness increased by 3. Toughness. Intelligence less than 35. Technically the case. But no. Why don't I just give him this? I mean, then I might as well give him the hunting rifle, but nah. Based on deflection. With a melee attack. What if I just give him this just as, yeah, just melee and then... I mean, does this change much? He has a really shitty auto pistol. In terms of armor, I don't think I have anything for you. Against +3 logic. I'm attacking it against the wearer. Yeah, sure. Well, at least I don't have to look at his face then. But I really don't like that guy. Scan. Anything here? Nope. Anything here? There's something here. This dwarf planet is marked under Von Valencia's protectorate charge as Atoll and serves as a backup source of water for the habitable world of neighboring systems. Due to the abundance of bacteria proliferating in the Atoll hydrosphere, the extraction of ice was stopped half a century ago. But much to your officer's surprise, the Ogres detected an unidentified mining rig deep underground. Presumably, the excavation is aimed at extracting clay minerals near the planet's core, enriched with iron and other metals. It's in a scouting party. Let's first talk with them. The extractum turns out to be Incendia Cordas' latest investment, whose Demesne is located just within a few jumps from the Cranach system. While this wood is of little value to the Von Valencia's dynasty, you often see this gesture as an attempt to test the boundaries of the newly minted Rogue Traders' leniency. The Seneschal considers this act an acceptance and insists on confiscating and rebasing this reckon was illegally set up in the Von Valencia's territory. The Rogue Trader graciously allows Incendia Corda to feed on crumbs away with the Certex section with a precise shot. The Rogue Trader orders to behead everyone the illegal mining rig. Jesus. Yeah, confiscation, because, like, this wasn't... You weren't allowed to do this. The frightened workers and the token security crew do not even attempt to resist the superior forces. The machines are delivered to the flagship's cargo hold, and shortly after the officers plant the Von Valencia's banner on the spot where the extractum used to be. Yay! We got another extractum. The Eogun. The Fatso. The super cool Fatso. Well, I mean, he isn't really fat, so he has it's a battery, I think. Like, his belly is just a massive battery. A ballery, you could say.
Order to the crew, deliver me victory.
That was some banana juice. The rest of yesterday's is banana juice. Infidel class raider. How tanky are you? Not really all that tanky. I mean, I could just send some... Oh, there's some to the right? No, mostly just to the left, so... Some really cool Eldari... Torpedo. So what buff or debuff do I have here? Evasion plus 50%, maneuverability. Just one range minus 3. Oh boy. I mean, I could get my 3 extra range back, but... Don't think that will really do anything. Yeah, no, it's just out of reach. Yeah, okay. Nothing I can really do right now. Iconoclast level destroyer. Oh, that's a cool little ship. Cute little ships. Yeah, I mean, plus 30% evasion. No one's gonna hit anything in here. Oh, you dealt a tiny bit of damage. Wowee. Just wait until I am allowed to attack. I'm gonna get fooked. Infidel. Well, that didn't do as much as I hoped it would. I was kind of hoping it would do more.
This one's going down.
Ah, yeah, I mean, everybody's missing. Don't know why I'm expecting to hit anything here. Yeah, we're dealing no damage. Hey. Hey, you bucko.
Another salvo.
One that doesn't hit. Okay. Okay, maybe I really shouldn't be fighting in here, but... I mean, these guys should be able to attack. Well, they dealt decent damage. Yeah, the interceptors are very good. I suppose torpedoes are better if, like, if you have, like, a turn. And the enemy is just very far away. How do you miss me on point blank range? Imperium? Oh man. Hello, Farbet. What are you doing here? You have a 4th of July party to attend. Made effective use of every special zone avoid battles at least once. I did. I left. Ah, okay.
Let the boys
I mean, if it wasn't so late, I would still offer you the thing I told you I would do, but it is, well, yeah. It is late, so my apologies. 45%, 65% to hit. I walk my dog. Shit, you're good. Oh, okay, okay. And if I move over here... One more. Yeah, it hits everyone here. Oh, that was very good. Aww. Aww. There we go. Easy fucking peasy, bro. So how is it in the land of the Americas? And how are you doing, man? I mean, I know you're doing alright, but, you know, still asking, like, how's it going? How's it hanging? What was the party like? Anything interesting? Or just typical party stuff? I'm high as shit, it's nice and rainy right now. Oh, I'm super jealous. I love rain. My parents always look at me weird when I say I prefer rain over the sun. I don't know, like when it's like when it rains I can still go outside. When it's sunny it's like burgers, hot dogs, corn, mac and cheese, you know the works. You say I know the works, but well I'm a filthy European. I don't know what this is. Shields plus 20%. Oh, cool. I can't hit anyone from back here. In that case, you know what, I'm just gonna recharge my shields. And have shields on the left. Pick up freedom menu. Ah, okay. Okay, yeah, then I do know the typical ordeal. Mac and cheese, and burgers, and fries. And burgers with fries, and fries without burgers. And then poutine. Oh, yeah, like, Joel is also streaming right now, right? And one of his streaming message right now is Happy Canada Day, and it always makes me chuckle whenever he does these stupid jokes. Corrupted Melta torpedoes. Oh, yo, 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 yo. I mean, this one's just gonna take care of those. Okay, so just launch the torpedoes. Bzz. Okay, that dealt some good damage. You know, I can't say I've ever been high in my life. I've had the opportunity, but... Going to play some Warhammer tomorrow. Actually, it's a good weekend. Oh, hell yeah, man. Yeah, that sounds like a very good weekend. This one 4 ships using using crafts. Yay! I haven't played Warhammer in years. Last time I played it was in university. And I'm done. Yeah. Which was 15% critical chance. Ooh. It was last time I played, yeah, Warhammer was... I think I was playing Space Marines. I think Blood Angels or something like it was Red Space Marines. This is, I don't even know what it was. I think it was Orcs. like tabletop. I've never played some proper Warhammer. Or Blood Bowl guy. Oh, that I have never played. I've never played Blood Bowl. Okay, yeah, I need to take Heinrichs with me. That cunt. Yeah, this is gonna be my usual party. See, Blood Bowl is one of those games that I haven't played, so you know. Want to buy you the Steam version? You don't even have me added on Steam. You don't even know what I'm called on Steam. You could just look at yesterday's Mafia stream and just look at the top right, but... But ignore that, ignore that, ignore that. Heinrich frowns as his eyes sweep over the manufactorums as Dark calls. No solemn ceremony, no personal meeting with Magi. I fear we are too late and we won't be dealing with clandestine heretics after all. Remember, what is your mission on Kiev Gamma? I assumed I would conduct an investigation and track down traces of the call of the final dawn. I believe I can discard that plan now. Both the incident with the scrap code and the manner in which we were forced to land on Kiev Gamma indicate that the situation is taking a turn for the worse. Nevertheless, I must use this opportunity to try to determine what the cult was doing on an industrial world and what specifically interested them on a planet full of sacred machines and servants of the ominous Sire. First, we must find someone proper who can tell us what's going on here. Henrik's pauses, straining to hear something. If, that is, there is anyone left here to speak. Any suggestions? Let's look around and find out why the arrival of the rogue trader did not elicit the usual fuzz. To speak plainly, I will not count on a warm welcome at this rate. Better keep your weapon at the ready. We know nothing from standing here. Let's go. Interrogator nods, continuing to stare into the surrounding gloom.
None shall stand in my way.
Hendrix, why are you behind Argenta? If anything, what's up, Beijing? If anything, Argenta should be in front of you. Ooh, Jesus. Yeah, okay, let's just blow this up.
It's the most terrible punishment.
Well then, try it again.
Myself through my service.
But I mean, I would be interested in Blood Bowl. Just, yeah, I mean, I'd rather you save your money for something else. The servitors before you appear as if they're performing some elaborate and confusing dance. Striking strange poses, they rock back and forth with their arms bent at peculiar angles. Upon your approach, one of the servitors jerks and tries to turn in your direction. The rest immediately repeat the motion. The strange scene is complemented by a grating sound. Dull click. Damn it. Well, I can't tell you how to spend your money. As a matter of fact, I can't stop you from how you spend your money. I just don't want you to spend too much money on things that... And I want you to get your best bang for your buck, you know. Thank you for the 20 bits. Probably, yeah, man. Thank you, but, you know, I think I say this in the description below, but I never expect donations from anyone. I never expect to sub something. So the fact you people are even in my streams and just vibing with me and watching, or even just have me in the background as noise, already means a lot to me. And I mean, yeah, I can't tell you how to spend your bits. However, there are a few artists. Nah, man, thank you for the bits. The strange scene is complemented by a grating sound. Dull clicks just at the edge of your hearing, coming from an unknown source. Observe the servitor closest to you. Based on a cursory inspection, you concluded the servitors were designed for precision work on an assembly line, possibly circuit production. The norm of high quality, expensive augments in their bodies greatly exceeds basic standards. I'm going to commission Lissandra art in your name. Can't stop you. I can't stop you. Go ahead, just if you do. There's a few things that you should probably be aware of when it comes to Lissandra art, so, you know, just avoid its touch. Agility has succeeded. Gently and swiftly step away from the servitor. It stretches out its hand as if trying blindly to touch you in the space that you have already left, and stills once more. It seems its brain is incapable of quickly processing changes in its surroundings. Find the source of the repeating clicks. Soon enough, you locate the source of the clicking. On the back of one of the servitors, a tumor oozing with murky ichor is growing straight through the augments. The relays, coated in inflamed tissue, are blocked, hence the reason for the persistent clicking. A mutation is servitor. Tech priests typically reject the use of flawed soft tissue for their constructs. Perhaps something has caused this aggressive growth, and quite recently. Cut away the tumor. Argenta, can you try? Without much difficulty, you cut the excess flesh from the mechanisms. The liberated relay lets out a rapid burst of clicks, then a spark flashes before your eyes, and something begins to hum deep inside the servitor's flesh. As if on cue, the servitor stopped moving, lowering the arms, and turned to you. Crew 24, second lane of the manufactorum, commencing work. State your request. The servitor addressing you is looking past you, and the voice is coming from the vox built into its throat. Deactivate, your service is done. Yeah, I don't want to take risks. Before you is an ancient but wholly typical console intended for use by people not trained in the mysteries of ministering to machine spirits. The cogitator is completely silent, but as you approach, you sense the warmth emanating from its metallic casing, a telltale sign that the machine is working. View the log. You discover the local data crib of contents collected by either previous operators or the machine spirit itself. Using your access, you study the archive stored on this cogitator. The vast data repositories contain millions of strings related to receiving raw materials for processing, shipping processed metals, and schedules for sacred rituals to be performed over the machines coming off the production line. The manufactorum once operated like a one gargantuan well-oiled mechanism. The last record is from 2 months ago. Well, view it then. Oh, okay. Step away. Same for this one. The cogitator's panel has dozens of breakers, buttons, handle switches, and other control mechanisms. View the log. You discover the local data crib of contents collected by the previous operators and the machine spirit itself. Using your access, you study the archive stored on this cogitator. View the first log data. Praise be to the Omnissiah, whose might and power transforms dead metal to make manifest the holy visions of the machine god. The new protocols received at the Synod from the great fabricator censor have been executed, despite those who shuddered at the thought of changing a standard procedure. Embolden your hearts, those who, in their weakness, breeds errors in personal calculations, for the fabricator censor is the conductor of the higher will and wisest among us. Source with the second log data. Today, at the Supreme Assembly, the fabricator censor unsealed the vaults of the sacred designs and committed those deemed redundant or heretical to purifying disposal. Today, dozens of standard procedures were lost, to be replaced by new ones, which the fabricator censor will deliver to those who demonstrate the greatest devotion to serving the truth. But the databanks contain no notion of truth. Could there have been, may the all-knowing one, the gracious keeper, forgive me, an error in the fabricator censor's calculations, and he meant to say, serving the quest for knowledge? You're the third log data, which is hidden by the protection of the machine spirit. Your knowledge of machine spirits is sufficient to trick the system and subdue it to your will. A false query, a crafty manipulation of the controls, and you get what you want. The instrumental terminals have already been replaced, and the material delivery systems are being prepared for divine transformation. The execution of the new procedure has been delayed, but there are some in our ranks who doubt the words of the fabricator censor and his votaries, and there are some who are not susceptible to the enhancement protocol that carries our tech comrades to enlightenment. May the deliverers of fate be merciful to them. Inaction is death, and I must be returning to our great work. Praise be to the truth that will reveal the path to the knowledge shrouded in darkness. Oh, okay. So, heresy. Who would have thought? It's heresy. Whoops, all heresy.
Your mind. Smoke, Master Van Calox. A heavy color for heavy thoughts, I presume?
You are a dangerous person, Lady Orselio. Or all navigators are, but your abilities place you in a special category.
My mum says I'm special. A massive cogwheel constantly drives the colossal gear system, which is lost in the haze.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Oh, the singing pipes. You hear dull thuds from within the thick metal, as if some process, endlessly pounding, is running in the depths of these pipes. Pipe this, pants grab. Such an emote even allowed? Like, if I want to commission one. A tomb containing revelations of the Omnissiah, recording a special Benheric dialect. Only a member of the Cold Mechanicus with a key to decipher may partake of the wisdom in the machine gods. Okay, I'm gonna have to give this to Pascal afterwards. Oh. The lump protruding under the tech priest's bedraggled red robe hints at the mechanisms implanted in his body. You see his haggard and sickly face under the archaic and respiratory augmetic. A click, a clank, a barely audible hiss, and then only the tech priest's voice finishes the word identification. Examine the tech priest first. You carefully study the robe-clad figure. A black border of necrosis spreads out from around the tech priest's implants. For some reason, his body is rejecting the true flesh. A moment later, you recognize the dominant smell in the bouquet of scent permeating from around the tech priest, the stench of rotten meat. Who are you? The tech priest clicks his relay. Magus Custos of the Machine Sanctum, Tier 2-0. Identification. The Fabricator Sensor trade an Imperium Humanity complaint protocols. Where is the Fabricator Sensor? I want to speak with the person in charge. What's happening on this planet? Why is the governor responding to ships? What are the heretic ships doing in this system? Denied. The irregularity demands execution of Protocol 39-42 in accordance with the Fabricator Census's decree. Fine, let's check your protocols. The tech priest nods and gestures for you to come closer. Yeah, there's something amiss here. I mean, rotting flesh, fusing... Yeah, whoops, it's all chaos. Whoops, it's all chaos.
Doubt is for the weak.
I have to say, this is kind of funny.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
I mean, I can't really reach anyone with this, but I have my bolter. My almighty, beautiful bolter.
I'll do it.
But it's out of range? I'll just shoot this guy. It says 9%, but it is a guaranteed hit because... well...
As the Emperor commands, I act.
I mean, this is free, so... this should knock them down. And then just... boom, 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 boom. Yep. Knocked prone. Ow. Maybe I should have listened to the game being like, hey, there's something amiss here. You probably don't want to do this. And just go, no, I think there's nothing wrong.
It's as good as done.
How was my bird taking damage from this? Okay, advanced tracking. And then blind all of those. What do you mean you've gazed upon worse? Give Pudzian this buff. Dominate, sure. A lot of those guys come closer. I want to deal damage? Yeah, sure. Oh, that barely dealt damage. Oy, oy, oy. I mean, which of these guys am I actually scared of? I mean, this Magos here. He's a bit too close for comfort.
I'll make it happen.
Magos Heritage.
Don't you need
Ow.
a breathing navigator?
Ow.
Poor girl.
Oh, great. Henrix is down. He's really shown how useful he is. Did he just... He just offed himself. Okay, things are not looking good. I mean, they could definitely be looking worse, I feel. Sworn enemy. Was this again? Pain resonance. All enemies suffering damage over time. Oh yeah, this is around him. I mean, yeah, not a lot of bleeding here. So this guy just... Fuck you. Then... I can't really move anywhere else because this is a very bad position to be in. Yeah, this is a very bad position to be in, but, well... Ooh, Abelard.
At your beck and call. Victory is imminent. I will do my duty.
Pudzian.
You'll regret this.
Yeah, this here is actually useful, but...
A mere pain won't stop me.
So why does this not count as cover? 31 wounds, 25 wounds.
The healing is much appreciated.
I don't really need to heal anybody else in here. Defensive. Taunt and just, yeah, pray they walk into the lava.
Just a minor setback.
Rejoice in battle. Cast your eye there.
Hey, what? Why can't you hit anything there?
Doubt is for the weak.
Can you at least hit them here? Okay, you can.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Yeah, I definitely need those guys prone. I would have loved the other guy to be prone as well.
I'll do it.
Yeah, just shoot again. Well, I mean, him being dead also counts as being prone. Suppose. Okay, that guy's prone, okay. Is he still blinded? Blinded, dominate. Okay, the guy still has everything on him.
On it.
That case... I mean, the guy is still blinded.
Who if not me?
Okay, we won the skill check. Is it still within range? It is.
Good as done.
So then just do this here again.
I'll make it happen.
By the light of holy terror.
What do you mind? They're filled with evil whispers. Ah, it's not that bad. Come on.
On it.
Why did they take no damage from electricity? Embrace the machine. Inject the flesh. No, I don't see why. I mean, it's electric damage, right? Yeah, shock damage. No, you stay back there. You stay back there, okay?
Let's see how they respond to this.
Okay, sworn enemy.
Suits my purposes.
What is that icon? What does that mean? What does that mean?
All too easy.
Okay, and then just... Whoosh. Almost dead. Aww. Okay, Abelard, you're going to hate me for this, but you need to rush this guy.
Who thought
Wait, if he takes damage, this guy also takes damage? Is that one of the random... changes? So your warp relay influenced? Melee protocol. I don't know, I don't see it.
Target well struck.
Oh god, he has so much armor.
Such a performance.
70% armor. Jesus. I mean, not like I can't beat this guy, but that is a lot.
Your beck and call.
I mean, now we can just shoot this guy very easily, right? He's bleeding. 43 damage, Jesus!
Doubt is for the weak.
I don't want this guy to
I'll do
live.
it.
Oh, and I don't have another turn. Because I would have loved to just burn this guy with my cutesy little little flamer. I mean, now I just... And now there's just that guy. And Ali. Oh!
Was your biggest mistake.
I'll channel my pain into anger.
Low momentum? I think there's no more momentum.
Duty prevails.
Take you.
You don't frighten me.
Okay, first thing we do. Does it react to your touch? The system is locked. Oh, lovely. Compared doesn't react to the system is locked. Oh, okay.
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treaties on Tactica Imperialis and weigh every step. Sometimes
Use one
though,
fresh
just
injury,
fire your
and,
biggest
or if not,
cannon
one
and
old
save
injury
the
and a
day.
successful Medicaid. I mean, these are traumas, right? Yeah, these are traumas.
We shall prevail.
When the faithful are idle, heresy grows.
I stand in recognition.
Well, this was, not good. Was not good. Very not good. Not good. Effectively removes traumas. Oh, how is your Medicaid? 74. Let me give you... like this. I mean, I keep getting more of those, right? So I can't just give this to
Let me tend to your wounds.
Cassia,
I can see
The
bright
pain will
colors
subside.
again.
and then Hendrix. I'm gonna get more of those, because that's like one of the benefits from one of the worlds that I have. Yeah, this'll do, this'll do.
What advice do you seek?
Well,
Let's patch you up.
I owe you a debt.
how you were there?
None shall stand in my way.
Okay, what loot do you have? Oh, just an arc rifle. Regular old arc rifle. Can I still somehow loot that guy? Omniscient axe. Yeah. I would really, really, really love to equip that onto Pudzian, but he doesn't have Reject the Flesh. So, yay. Oh, that's down there. But it was this. There was someone here. It's a good place to place or hide, or to set up another ambush. Blood mixed with machine oil is barely visible on the dark floor. I'm sure nothing bad will ever happen to the Kennedys.
It's nothing.
It's about time.
From the ashes I will rise. My faith shields me.
Can this... Okay. Okay, hold on. Maybe we should just walk through some really, really, really strong steam. Why does the banana juice have level E in terms of nutrition factor? I thought bananas are, well, like, good. Maybe I should just send one guy over. Who has the highest tech level in Sandra?
Always keep your eye on the prize. Didn't flinch. Well, what do we have here?
Okay, how do I turn off this theme? Or can I not even turn it off? Dark patches can be seen on the floor. They are smudged, as though someone walked through them on the way to the bridge. Lex mechanic. Can I turn this off here? No.
Is there money to be made?
Lysandra would not say this. Okay, so I need to get everyone across.
Follow my lead.
I'm still standing. Just barely.
I'm still standing. Even like a true survivor. Even like a man will win. I'm still standing. What the fuck? I'm still standing. Yeah.
Victory awaits.
I'm still standing. Ja. Ich bin's noch am Stehen. Ja. Okay, I mean, this seems to be a safe haven. Or at least a tiny bit. Like it,
We
lads.
should deal with this.
Yes. Look at this mark. Someone was wrecked now. Someone walked in our direction very recently. But we didn't see anyone. Yes, heresy. It's all heresy.
The Emperor
I'll
favors
lay
me
claim
today.
to the stars.
Yeah, dark patches can be seen. Hey, you. A small, heavily augmented man in a filthy, tattered robe stands before you. As you approach, he hesitantly looks up at you, his eyes filled with horror. A portable inscriber with a keyboard hangs from straps at his front. You can see his detached cerebral cocktator peeking out from under the hood. You have nothing to fear from us. Deus Mechanicus! The tech priest decides to take a better look at you, after which he lets out a ragged breath and manages to subdue his shaking. He heard my praise. I thought I was alone in the kingdom of madness and depravity. Please, save me. Tell us who you are and what happened to you. I am Manufactorum Lex Mechanic Zeta 86. I performed the rituals for the machine spirits of Foundry 95. But then we started going mad. Priests devoted to Omniscience suddenly started praising the dawn or something or other. They stopped the bells, and then they desecrated the visages of the sacred machines with unholy symbols. Some of them resisted, the others grabbed them, tied them up, and then they turned their implants to heresy. I saw the madmen, my former tech comrades, deliberately connect those poor souls to corrupted cognitators. I watched as they were infected with the scrap code. How do you manage to avoid the same fate? I didn't avoid it. They performed the same procedure on me. I felt the touch of unholy code. I allowed it to control me. I abandoned my sacred post and followed one of the traitors, serving his will and gathering all the data for his blasphemous experiments. I was driven by an unholy impulse coming from the depths of my auxiliary cogitator, where the code had lodged itself. Before I found a way to throw off the compulsion, I witnessed horrifying heresy. The extraction of true flesh and its decomposition on altars. Perverse procedures have resulted in heretical abominations. I even accompanied the fallen Magus to the fabricator sense himself and attended the unholy mass he led personally. It was a wicked ritual full of willful deviations and blatant inaccuracies, all to create an ungodly monster in the name of the final dawn. You don't act like the rest who are infected with the corruption. The Lex Mechanic gestures at the wires and connectors spilling out from under his hood. Praise the gift of the Omnissiah. I managed to disconnect my external cogitator, which I used for primary data processing. The machine is corrupted. The scrap code is locked inside it, like a beast in a cage. But anyone who tries to look inside will fall victim to the heretical program. My primitive brain has been marked by corruption. I still see their silhouettes, hear their interference. I sense the malfunctions in my augmentics, but I was still saved from the great sacrifice. Oh, but I saw the workings of the Omnissiah and his benediction that shelters the weak from evil. Henrik tenses ever so slightly at the mechanic's words. You see his hand casually straight to the handle of his weapon, but the interrogator is in no hurry to act. You mentioned a monster. Is this some kind of weapon? No, not those constructs that are melted down in furnaces and into the depths of the manufactorum. It is some kind of semblance of a cogitator, a nightmarish parody of a sacred machine powered not by the Omnissiah's grace, but by the unholy spirit and life force of the unfortunates imprisoned at the lower levels. I don't know much, except that the fabricator senses saw the machine as special. It was special to him and to the crazies who defiled Omnissiah's abode with their obscene blasphemy. For the final ritual, he even called upon one of the Astartes heretics to arrive at the manufactorum after the start of the uprisings. He did something terrible, and only after that were they able to switch the machine on. It is a true abomination. Even standing near it is unbearable. I believe that even those who have been deprived of the Omnissiah's grace still feel its influence on them. Its monstrous power utilizes her unholy computations and chaotic regulations. Whatever the cogitator might spew out at the end of its cycle, no righteous soul should accept its heinous offering. How did your crazed comrades behave? The grace of the Omnissiah had left them entirely, replacing free thought and progress with blackest corruption. I witnessed them desecrating structures blessed by the fabricator sensei himself, though what do the blessings of that rotten traitor account for now? Like men possessed, they set out the sacred instruments and assembled shells and nodes that didn't match any diagram or blueprint I'd ever seen. Sacrilege. You mentioned someone impersonated on the lower levels, imprisoned in the lower levels. The lay servants of the main units, they live in isolated segments under the sacred machine halls. I heard they were locked in there after the takeover. Then my crazed brethren changed the system for disposing of slag waste and covered the machines in cursed symbols. The Lex mechanic hesitates. After they started the cogitator, they dragged the survivors out of the segments and the machine halls. Well, what the survivors had turned into. You demonstrate exceptional powers of observation and recall for someone who just happened to survive. I'm a Lex mechanic. Gathering data is the purpose of my existence. That's even what they used me for. He trails off, validly understanding the subtext of the interrogator's words. They used me against my will. The scrap code turns everyone into their slave. Before I rid myself of the cogitator, I was forced to serve alongside those who perpetrated these atrocities and witnessed their obscenities. So, Heinrichs, what do you make of it? The interrogator tilts his head. Servant of the Omnissiah, I must know more. About the final dawn, the fabricator sensor, his mass, and about the machine as well. I could give you coordinates, but the Lex mechanic drops his head. Even though I was present for many blasphemies committed by those heretics, all the details that were captured and processed by my true flesh are in the augmentic that was corrupted by the scrap code. I am convinced that if I hadn't fought off that foreign compulsion in time, I would have been doomed. The corruption would have spread to my biological cogitator as well. The ex-mechanic taps a finger on the device hanging from his ear on several wires. I swear that no devout tech priest should come into contact with what's hidden in that once sacred device. Heinrich's expression shifts as he stares intently at the disconnected implant and the still intact connectors protruding from under the Lex mechanic's collar. The corner of his mouth twitches involuntarily. Abelard notices a look on Heinrich's face, and once he does, he sighs heavily and looks away. Can the cogitator be disconnected and reconnected to another machine? The Lex mechanic shakes his head in reproach. Even if the very idea of exposing a holy machine to the scrap code wasn't profane in itself, my augmentics are not universally compatible. They cannot be connected to another machine's spirit. They were created to interact within the system of my true flesh, to innervate my compulsor unit and output data via the inscriber. Once I am safe, I swear that I will immediately perform a cleansing rite and destroy. In other words, there's only one way to extract the data stored in the cogitator. Heinrichs? No. Heinrich's voice turns dry. The Lex mechanic could have been private to conversations that are vital to investigating the code. We need the contents of that cogitator. The Lex mechanic has been listening to a discussion in puzzlement, finally understands what's going to happen to him, and begins to back away with fear. No! Anything but that! I'll die! No, it'll be worse than that! I'll succumb to the corruption! I'm begging you, please! I'd rather be burned as heretic than have a scrap code in my biological cogitator. At those words, Heinrich pauses for a fraction of a second, almost as if he is reconsidering. Heinrich, stop. The leaders of the cult would never discuss anything of importance in front of witnesses. Poor man alone. We need to know where the Cogitate is. Even if the heretics' conversation is unimportant, I must know why the machine was so valuable to them. I'll tell you. The Lex mechanic rummages in his ragged clothes and he produces a scrap of parchment. The different augmentic is responsible for my muscle memory. It has a data storage too. I remember where I walked and what I pressed with my fingers. Here are the coordinates and the code. It's probably the code to the bay. He scratches out the numbers with his fingernail and passes the parchment to Heinrichs. Heinrich's eyes bore into the smaller man's. At last, having reached some conclusion, he turns to you. He's the subject of your word, Pudzian. It is for you to decide his fate. He has been taken by corruption, cannot log onto the ship. He'll be taken to my ship. After cleansing rites, a place will be found for him there. I'm gonna kill the poor guy. Where is he going? The ex-mechanic is given the shuttle coordinates and hurries away. Henriks watches him go, looks at you. Excessive kindness, managed Pudzian, gets good people into trouble. Let's hope that the corruption only affected the disconnected augmentic and not his soul. Come on, we need to find this Cogitator.
A new challenge for me?
I know Heinrichs doesn't like me, but trust me, Heinrichs, you're not the only one.
I better myself through my service.
Okay, Proicon B plasma pistol. Okay, plus 10 ballistic skill and plus 25% Hoi yo yo, that might be huge for Argenta. I mean, reduces recoil by 25%. What does recoil do? What does recoil do? Does the game explain it somewhere? Hold on, let me quickly look it up. Recoil Rogue Trader. Reducing your recoil will make more shits hit the quote-unquote red zone. The graphics of an abyss automatic fire scanner sure works, but if you want lower recoil, then impose less aim penalty between the shots. Right here. I mean, plus 10 ballistic skill. I mean, it gives her more ballistic skill. I ballistic can get a character's skill marking so as with fear guns with the hit chance. I mean, it increases the hit chance. Though now the recoil is 40. I'll see how bad or good it is. Oh, hey, I can't hold plasma pistols. Can anyone actually hold a plasma pistol? No. Oh, cost plasma which cost plus 0. Okay. Okay, yeah, okay. So right now, on the pipe. Athletics 100. Yippee! Was this it? I mean, we can now go back onto the ship, get rid of the traumas, then just come back. Yeah, we just go back to the void ship, get rid of the traumas, and yeah. I just really love that song. Let's go 1000 Cafe Zuka. Very good song.
I won't tolerate weakness.
The screen of this Cogitator shows a scrolling line of repeating technolingua. Staring at the obscure symbols gives you a headache.
Over there.
Car redeemed too much. You want me to lower it? Actually, no, I want to keep. Actually, I do kind of want to. Oh, what? Oh, okay. What the actual fuck are you? And besides, it's a bit late. I don't think I'm going to stream for another hour. I will lower it though. That is actually a good idea. Viewer rewards. What about 6,000? Yeah, let's do 6,000. The massive magos clad in ritual goblets are the Benheric Thrill and spin a hard and box of furniture removal remote incident. Hey, I mean, Fapple, fuck around, find out. Nah, I lowered it, so, you know, maybe next stream you're gonna be able to use it. But I don't recommend using it right now because I don't think the stream will go for another hour. The massive magos clad in ritual goblets are the Benheric Thrill and turns to you. From the gifted port of his mantle, two dimly lit eye implants gaze out at you. You hear another Benheric triad, this time clearly addressed in you. Who in the void are you? You dare address me, the vile tongue of savages. Me, the steward of Kiavagama, lord of the machine world. Kneel, pathetic spawn, if you seek swift disposal. Who are you? My name is Cubis Delphin. I once held the title of Fabricator Censor of the Kiamagava Manufactorum, but I rejected it, along with the other fetters that hindered progress. Once, my faith was flawed and led by naive fools from the cult mechanicus into the darkness of ignorance. Now I am this world's master, and serve the true gods. You tread upon their territory, and you do not number among their legion servants. Therefore, you must be subject to immediate disposal. What do you do to the governor of Kiamagama? Is he alive? The removal of unserviceable artifacts was the first step towards retooling this world. Only my tech comrades heeded the call of truth that reached into the commentators and allowed them to pierce the veil of empty dogmas. Dogmas these nuts? Computer interference. Poor old Caprak. 10 or so years ago, he told me he felt uneasy in the presence of the Tin Can comrades. I mean, the esteemed Adeptus Mechanicus. He casually complained about not having been dealt a normal planet. I'll have to honor his memory with a prayer. Once we've finished purging this place, Abelard brandishes his weapon. Thankfully, the Fabricator Censor here did not require any coercion to confess the treason. You have traded one master for another. Would have expected Fabricator Censor to be smart. I usually prefer negotiating and fighting. Fighting this was probably a waste of resources, but in your case, I'm afraid the extreme measures been taken. There's my word, I'm serve only mixing with your hunters when the poor people know to quickly. You have traded one master for another. Would have expected Fabricator Censor to be smarter than that. The Fabricator Censor's voice lets out a piercing, barely audible sound that makes your insides shudder. I will rip out your spinal column and braid it around my staff, you arrogant creature. Would you prefer negotiating? Yeah, I will not allow you to continue doing this. You may be driven by your will to fight, but know this. Kiavagara has already been converted. Its lines have been restructured, and its servants have already tasted the fruits of progress. In the crucibles of this manufactorum, torrid liquid metals will be used to forge vessels for sacred spirits. The adepts are already tirelessly delving deeper into the mysteries that were once barred by false tenets. You, servants of fake gods, are too late. The entire might of this world will soon rise up against the anathema and his slaves. So many open admissions of heresy in so few sentences. Sister, how many death sentences would you say these words warrant? I cannot answer that, Master von Calix. It is my duty to measure the guilt of heretics. When the Adeptus Sororitas appear before enemies of the Imperium, it is time to fire, not count. And now is one of those times. In the name of the Golden Throne will stop you and those who follow you. Deserve a painful death for what you've brought upon the machines of the world and the pre. Now I like to avenge tin cans like you. When you're killed, you leave behind plenty of useful spare parts. I think I'll make a report about recap machine out of you. Comrades, purge the manufactorum with any random variables. I must prepare for the culmination of our great works. They'll just turn you into a coffee machine. Caught the outsiders, let their blood mix with oil. But, can it even mix? Isn't it a bit like mixing water and oil? As in, it doesn't. Banana juice tasty. Expensive, but tasty.
Victory awaits.
No, I don't want to fight yet. Hold on.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Although I don't want to fight yet. Disarm trap.
Never doubt me.
Yeah, I don't want to fight you guys yet. Just give me a
Pay
second.
attention.
Pay attention.
Duty prevails.
What does this do? As you approach the cogitator, you notice a number of deep scratches left by huge claws on its metal surfaces. Despite the apparent damage, the machine seems to be in working condition. View the log. The log contains nothing of interest. The maintenance ritual schedule for the sacred machine that moves the bridge, an activation log, and a few notes of a religious nature entered by a tech priest. Lowering breach protocol. You touch the levers and reels on the control panel and disturb the slumber of the spirits that reside within this cogitator. The machine dawdles as if still drowsy, but nevertheless performs its assigned function. I feel like I shouldn't have done that just yet. The cogitator is silent, awaiting new orders. Back up.
To the stars.
The screen of this cogitator shows a scrolling line repeating technolingua. Staring at obscure symbols gives you a headache. Blow up.
I better myself through my service.
Done.
Cool. Oh, are we gonna have like an ambush? Like a reverse ambush? Something is howling within the metal housing, as if the machine spirits in this cogitator lamenting some irreparable loss. Force access to the systems. Your knowledge of machine spirit is sufficient to trick the system and subdue it to your will. A false query, a crafty manipulation of the controls, and you get what you want. You gain access to the cogitator systems. The device's machine spirit can do nothing to thwart you. Subdued by its defeat, it hides and is dead in the depths of its lair. Awaken machine spirit. I touch levers and reels on the control panel, disturb the slumber of the spirits that reside within the cogitator. Oh yeah, we already had that.
None shall stand in my way.
Hello,
And you'll die quick.
it is I come from behind. Oh, Skitari, weren't they recently added to Darktide? Oh, Darktide is a game I kind of want to play on stream. Okay, whose turn is it first? These guys, then these guys, and then this guy. Okay, and then it's Argenta's turn. In that case, I probably want to just... Yeah, Cassia does need to stay behind. Yeah, okay, now I have Lysandra here. Cassia, you're gonna be over here. Abelard, I mean, Shadowlord, don't think you really need to worry. Heinrichs. Yep, this'll do. I thought the entire group is gonna move. Oh, okay. Okay.
My ears are ringing.
Ooh, Abelard. I mean, the fight is already much easier. So... I mean, I could kill those 3 people there, but... I mean, whose turn is it next? Logics, Heretic, then those 4 guys. So probably not a bad idea to like focus those guys first. Argenta is in good cover back here.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
And if I do this and then shoot
As
this
the Emperor
guy...
commands, I act.
Both are knocked down, very good. Okay, those guys are out of the question.
I will not.
Yeah, walk this way, run and gun. I'm surprised this doesn't count as cover. Well, I didn't do confident approach.
Escape the Emperor's judgment.
Okay, well, anyone but the alpha.
I'll do it.
Good hit. I mean, Argenta is gonna... She's probably gonna survive all of this, right? I hope. Deep analysis.
Protect your daughter.
Well... I will think he's probably going to survive this. This is bad. This is extremely bad.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
That immobilize? Immobilize, yeah. Glimpse of Fate. And then turn on. Oof. Yeah, okay, what do I do now? I mean, I can move it there, but I don't think. Yeah, that's not in line of sight. At least give something to Pudzian.
I'll make it happen.
By the light of holy terror!
Okay, thought it would also get the guys below. Okay, yeah, those lodges, Heretic, yeah, those guys, but this Skitari Alpha can probably also fuck me over.
Not a problem for me.
So focus that guy. This...
Nothing I can't do. All
Torment, yeah. Ooh, I barely deal damage. Oi, 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 oi.
Nothing I can't do. Suits
Yeah.
my purposes. There's nowhere to hide.
Just knock this guy down. Okay, at least he's gonna be...
Never wavered in the face of adversity.
At least he's gonna be out for at least one turn, I hope. Yeah, so this guy. I need this guy to be gone, like, already. I mean, those guys down there, but Abelard is gonna take care of those guys, so...
I don't need luck. I have strategy.
And that guy, I hope, won't be able to... Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I have to do everything on this guy. Sensory deprivation. Study. How much damage? 100. Yeah, it deals more damage than Vision of Death. Mind Bond.
It's as good as done.
And just, yeah, hope this kills. Didn't kill, but... Relocate. Do I do Dominate? I see no reason to. This is just gonna be 24 shock damage, but those guys seem to be resistant to shock damage. Eagle Eye. Check the flesh. Immune to toxin. Got nothing better to do. 21 damage. Oh, I really hope that would kill. I'd rather want this guy gone.
Victory is imminent.
Okay. Well, now the issue is I don't have anyone to cover
I will do my duty.
over here. Defensive stance, endure. Can I taunt them somehow? No.
At your beck and call.
Well, let's pray. Oh yeah, those guys. Their turn again, and I don't have Argenta, so only have Pudzian as my damage dealer. Skitari Alpha, no. Hey, you shouldn't be... Pudzian. Right. These guys are going to become a problem if I don't handle them, but if I move her over here, you know, that is you know, over there is bad idea.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? Be
I mean, if
careful
I
not to
move
cross my gaze.
Cassia here, I might be able to kill this guy.
As duty demands.
Okay, at least we have high momentum.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Glimpse of fate. I can't.
If only that were possible.
This ability can. Oh, I can only do one of these actions per turn. Okay, that's good. Who could use the extra turn? I mean,
Isn't this a job
Lysandra
for
can
the
always
serfs?
use the extra turns.
I'll see to it personally.
Oh, it doesn't hit this guy. I should have moved it one more. Man,
The boiling energies of the warp.
I'll
I mean,
make
I'm
it
gonna
happen.
kill those two, so it wasn't useless. Just extra turn. Honestly, I think Abelard.
Why navigators are feared.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
I mean, I don't think I can. Yeah, he can't hit all of them. Shit, I put him into the worst position.
Victory is imminent. It will be done. I took care of this one.
This one's dead. At least taunt those two. Oh, this was bad. This was bad.
At your beck and call.
Huh?
I will do my duty.
Those guys are dead.
At your beck and call.
I mean, you do have a pistol, but
It will be done.
you hit. And this guy's taunted. Force distraction.
Indeed.
This wasn't really a good choice, but oh well, it'll get the job done. Okay, I need to somehow get to that Magus Heretic. With Pudzian being all the way over here as my main damage dealer is bad.
Not a problem for me.
Is anyone even bleeding? No. Is there even anything I can do? No, there isn't.
I don't have time for this.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do with Pudzian here. Like, absolutely nothing. Ugh. Okay, what can I do with Lysandra here? Will this count? It does.
I'll see to it personally. It's as good as done.
Okay, so blind that guy.
On it.
Is playing tricks on us.
Dominate. Mind bond.
Who, if not me?
Should have used that on Cassia instead. Can't analyze anyone. Not even that guy back there. Can't even hit this guy. I do have my grenades, but yay. Fucking cover over here. Can I at least hit with my cum gun? Okay, I came on him. Acid spitter. And toxic damage. Yay, it worked! The guy's toxic. How tanky is this guy? Oh, not very, but very high dodge.
Target well struck. Compared to naval service,
Bonk.
that was barely a challenge.
Yeah, I mean, what is there that I can do with Abelard other than just parry? Parry this, you filthy casual. What does it do? It doesn't do it against 50% block against it, sure. Who are you gonna shoot? You're missing. Stop shooting poor Abelard. What did he do to you guys? I thought the guy was immobilized.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Oh, some tentacles. Ooh. A little bit of warp. A little bit of warp never hurt anyone.
If I may.
And this just gives temporary hit points.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Yeah, Pudzian deal damage and
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
45% increased hit chance. But yeah, but this guy went over there now. I'm in the way. I'm in the way. God damn it, me.
All too easy. Nothing I can't do.
Well, I hope Pudzian is going to survive this, because if he isn't...
Suits my purposes.
I mean, I could give him drugs.
Not a problem for me.
Okay, Reckless Strike. Gift of Torment. I mean, no one is burning or bleeding. So there's nothing to be gained here. This guy also isn't... Yeah, there's nothing on this guy. Yeah. Hey, why didn't you get knocked back? Why didn't he get knocked back? What? Okay. Doesn't have to make sense. Okay, so we can see those guys from up here.
I'll see
Yeah,
to it
just do this
personally.
regular. Psy Shriek, Lysandra Q, go!
Never stood a chance.
I mean, this guy is already... Wait, this guy isn't... Wait.
I won't compromise my principles.
Wait.
I stand for it. I'll make it happen.
No, Lysandra, you need to dominate him again.
My gut tells me it's a bad idea. I'll see to it personally.
Dominate that guy. 16 damage.
On it.
So many buffs.
I won't compromise my principles.
Okay, Abelard. I go to this guy. I mean, it's just a dude.
It will be done.
Acid Spitter. How much is this armor? 20% only. To attack each enemy that attacks the Vanguard and allies in the 3-star radius around the Vanguard. To make this counterattack, the Vanguard has enough MP they can move towards the attacker.
I will do my duty.
Never really used those.
Indeed. It will be
Taunting
done.
Scream, Defend, and Extra Block.
Victory is imminent.
Yeah, I don't know what you were thinking, fucker. Ow. Okay, Cassie, I can't just kill that guy. Hey, my guys.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Or
If I
what
may.
does Azak say? Stay, my gaze.
I'm afraid not. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
It will be done. Oh, an exemplary strike.
I don't know, Cassia, like,
I am a navigator,
me.
not a servitor.
Praise me too. And from here I can just charge, right? Yeah, okay.
Suits my purposes.
Charge! Oh, whoops.
I'm always ready.
Whoops, yeah, I might have completely forgotten I had that, buff.
Join me in prayer.
This is concussion. Concussion. Oh yeah, because they fell. Yeah. In that case, just loot all of this stuff, go back to the void ship, and I think finish for tonight. There's some goods.
We should deal with
Yeah,
this.
I was actually about to say, like, there could be a trap
The
here.
Emperor
It's
favors me today.
just more cargo.
A new challenge
Cargom?
for me.
Cargom? Carcom? No, cargo. Cargo? The carcom? No, car drive. I well, like that some of these guys could just absolutely fucked over by this thing. Like it just went. Get back to the void ship,
Follow my
and
lead.
then I don't know. So for Heinrichs, not very useful, man. Not very useful. Okay, save game, save onto stream. 1:42 a.m. was planning originally to just do 1 hour, but oh well. Oh well. Cargo. Cargo. Power sword. Yeah, Omniscient axe. I would love for Pudzian to hold that. I mean, maybe I can mod the game so the Pudzian can hold Melta Ultima. Has increased firepower and range? Hold the phone. Melta Ultima. Okay. 75% armor pen. Oof. I think I'm just gonna give her the unstable flamer back. I need the 200 flamers. It's 15 coercion. Do you need the coercion? Nah, not really. Do you have... Oh, you can use it. Well, in that case, you get to use it to maybe show that you're worth something. Yeah, what else? I don't know, I just want to go to bed. Save game. Yeah, stream. Alright. And yeah, I mean, thought it was a bit of a more of a quiet stream. But it's okay. We have those once in a blue moon.